Hi guys, good day. You're welcome to this webinar of the Wordpress Web Design and Development Bootcamp. In today's video, we'll be getting to know more about our website, the website in which we create with Profi Host, whereby we have a free website and a free website to domain name and a free hosting plan. So in today's video, we'll be getting to know more about our website, how we can choose a theme for of our favorites that make our website mobile friendly and well optimized, how to install, upload a plugin to our website, how to create a registration and login page, and how to create website featured page like about us page, contact us page, home, blog, and many more. The many more is just irrespective of the reason why you create a website, irrespective of the niche you create a website, either e-commerce, a personal portfolio, a lot more. So they have different page name in which they are going to be named. So now let's get to it. As we said already, there are different ways in which you can use to log into our WordPress backend. First of all, we can use our Profi host. So whenever you just sign into your Profi host, the domain name and in which you've already created, you can just click on it and go direct into it. Then you get to your cPanel and you do anything in which you want to do. Then the second part of it is for you to go to on your what just type in your WordPress website name. Then after it, click read just type in splash wp admin. Yeah, so click on it. So it's going to bring a login page for you. So the login in which you create at that particular day, that has a auto generate key whereby you use it to generate your website login page. So this is what you are going to be putting into the password after you put in your username. So this is what we should be expecting from a website that has a free hosting. It won't load up much faster, but when we design it now, when you input in soft plugins, so they are going to work fine. And most of the time it might be the network. So you can see either you choose your email address or your username, then put in your password. But we're going to log in with this. So let's log in with our Profi host. So here's the page. Just click on the green icon that has manage. Yeah, so now what we are expected to do here is just for us to move through the control panel. Just click on the control panel, the one that has a gear icon. So click on it. You're going to be redirected to the control panel. So this is just redirecting you. So if this particular thing should pop up, that means that your website isn't secured, your SSL certificate isn't intact. So just click on the advanced, then click on proceed to cpanel.0.com on save. Yeah, click on it, then confirm your form resubmission. You click on continue. So now you see we've got our cPanel. We've got login to our cPanel. So yeah, what we need for our cPanel. So in today's video, we are going to be designing and developing our websites, but we aren't using any languages. We aren't at the back end. We're just making the front end good. So everything, the PHP, the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript are already done. Just want to drag and drop some particular part of it. So if you want your website to be secured, here's the SSL. So now what we have much ado to do it is the software on Softaculous app installer. So at this particular place, this Softaculous app installer, click on it. That was the page, exact page in which we upload our WordPress. So now you can see that we have one installation. We do not have outdated installation, it is 0, but on our installation we have one. So click on the one. Can you see it? So here it is. So for us to be able to log in, to be able to navigate the page very well, just click on this three dot icon, click on desktop site. So it's going to reload and give you a desktop site. So now for us to be able to log into our WordPress dashboard, just click on this icon, this particular person, the one that look like a person's icon. So you don't have anything to do with either the WordPress icon, the three level stage, the pencil, the edit, the delete, the staging, the cloning. You don't have anything to do with it. Just click on this. Make sure you click on the black. So here is our WordPress dashboard. So here is our WordPress dashboard. We are still giving it a desktop site. You can see the latest version of WordPress is 6.0.1, so it's actually in the 6.0 version. So now these are all what we have. As you can see, we've already created 3 pages, 2 posts, 1 comment, as what it is here. So here is our site yet. So now, according to what we said, first of all, we choose our favorite theme, and for the sake of this webinar, we've already given each participant their own Elementor. Elementor is just one of the best websites web page builder. So now, for us to be able to install that, we want to install the plugin. So let's click on the plugin icon here. There has a plugin stuff like our socket. Just click on it. So now here is the plugin here which we have. This comes with the system. So for you to be on the server side, you can just click on it like this. If you click on the plugin, just click on it, and in this drop down menu there has debug action. So just click if you want to delete it, if you want to activate it, or enable to update, any choice in which you want, but for this purpose we are going to delete it. Yeah, so click on apply. Instead of you deleting this one by one, now we are able to remove it. So it's bringing us a aware notice that do you want to delete. Yes, click on yes, delete this file. So it has been deleted. Let's make a reload of it, because it might not show that properly. Sorry for that. So for the uploading of the theme in which you want to use, theme is just what make the way in which your website appears. Just click on the appearance, then click on themes. Okay, so the recent themes in which you are using for this website now, for the WordPress design bootcamp.0.com, the way it appears, it is the 2022 theme. So these are just default theme, but for us to get a new one which is better, just click on, you can, for you to save your web pages, for you to save your data bandwidth, you can just click delete the themes. So click here, click on it once again. But if it wasn't loading up, you can just leave that, it can be deleted later. So click on this one, you can make it to open in a new tab. The invitation responding, click on the hype new, just because this is a smartphone and it's possible for you to design your websites from your smartphone. There's no reason keeping you. So let's reload it. Why it wasn't loading up. There is an unexpected error with the WordPress server, so you can try again, but let's just continue. Click on upload theme. You have a theme in which you want to upload the Elementor in which we've given to every one of us. Then if you are using a PC, you can just do one of the function. Just click on it, drag your file from your file explorer, then drop it over here. But for here we are going to choose our file, but just because of this mistake, let's just reload the page. Okay, so I didn't find anything, but let's just search for some popular theme. So just click on anything in which you prefer. You can type in anything you prefer, it's going to bring it up. You can see we want to create a financial page, a financial website. This is what is just needed. So this is the preview how your website is going to be. So you just really want to design it. So we don't want this one, you can back off it. Here's another one, financial. Here's the way it is. Can you see the entrance animation? Can you see it? All these are already made templates. investment plan, audit, business. This how those websites work. Just like website that you just see, wow. See this website, can you see it? They have their blog, their portfolio, their social media icon, location icon, and lots more. So if we didn't want this is the another one. But just for the purpose of this class, let's get away from here and go to the. Just click on any word in which you prefer. I mean, any word in which you can think of anything you are building your website on. You can see these are just the defaults, and for you creating a e-commerce website, you are going to use Astra. But for the purpose of this class, let's get one of the best theme, which is known as Flux. Yeah, I like the Flux a lot. I use it for anything. So here's the Flux. It could give you a minimal website. So now we can install it. This is how it's going to be. So you just be the one to be designing it. So you see that this is quite different from the financial that all those images are already made. But this you are be the one to make it yourself. Click on install. So it's installing it right now. Wow. So due to the fact of the networking and for this fact that we're using a smartphone, it's going to take a while for it to install. So you just have to wait for it. So it won't take a while. Just after the installation is going to give you installed, then the install will not be clickable, then it's going to bring a blue icon telling you that you can activate it. So you have to activate it before it's going to work. So more like you just buy the data, you have to activate it. So we've choose the flux, we've activated it. So now let's view our website. You will see that the website is going to be of another thing. So instead of us clicking here and this page is going to reload into our website, you can just press down your button and open it in a new tab. So here's the website. You can see the design. This is what we have for the website, but we are going to design it much more better than this. So now we have to install the Flux core plugin. We have to install it. They are necessary. They are the core. So now let's click on install. Though the install might not be clickable right now. So now let's go to at the place in which you are able to get your appearance. So just click on, you can see the theme, customize, widgets, menu, flux. Click on the flux, or you click on install plugin. So we are going to click on flux. So that is the theme. So it wasn't loading up here. Just let's reload it. Still giving out the same. So now let's back off and click on install plugin. Yeah, so these are the plugins that come with the theme. The flux theme in which we install, these are the theme that comes with it. So first, all of them are recommended for you. You can see all the 28 are recommended, but it's actually depend on the form, on the niche in which you are creating your website on. So you can see, just for example, this flux core element, the number one is important. Yeah, then for the flux portfolio is important, master slider by footer is important, elementor is important, WooCommerce is for someone creating a e-commerce, irrespective if it's just on buying and selling. Then for this HubSpot, like you just creating blog for bloggers, so Instagram feed, your social media handle, WordPress SEO to make your WordPress website a search engine optimized, recent tweet widgets for you to be able to share your post to tweets or anything on your website, contact form for people to be able to input their details for their contact form. Dukan is a WooCommerce multi-vendor marketplace, more like the one for Jumia. Yeah, so you can just collect someone's good or multi-vendor marketplace. So WordPress importer, if you want to import a already made WordPress relate post for WordPress, you get a related post that you can just see. When you search for something on Google Smile, you can see some related post about smile, anything that just it's related with smile or laugh. You could see something like that. WP, like that was WordPress you like, or optimize, it's actually recommended. Custom Facebook feed is recommended. These are social media. Image optimization, yeah, image optimization is actually one thing which we have to install, because it's going to make our WordPress image optimize. Then the feature CSS style, if you are inputting some CSS code into it, some CSS code for the backend developer, or you just need anything that you just need to add it to. So without much ado and wasting on much of our time, so now let's click on them, because not all of them is recommended. If all of them is recommended, we just click on this plugin. We could, after we click on the plugin, it's supposed to click on every part of it. So now let's do it one by one, because we aren't installing everyone. So this is important. Portfolio is important. Elementor is important. WordPress is important. Contact form is important. We've already talked about their uses. So auto optimize is important. Image optimization is important. CSS, you might need make shape for WordPress, yeah, it's important. Then that's all. You can even get this custom sidebar, but we didn't need it. So now we've click on them, and you can see that the bulk action button that is down below is actually what is here in the up below. So now let's click on install. We have to install before activating, then click on apply. So it's sending our message to the database for this website, anyway it is for the server. So now let's wait up for it to load up. And now you can see that the plugin in which we click on activate, in which we click on install, has been installed. It's just it means us to activate it. So we still have some that hasn't been installed. So now let's make sure we install them. The WordPress SEO, the contact form, the auto optimize, image optimize, then make cheap, and the feature access. So now let's click on the install button again, then click on apply. So this is going to take a while or a bit. So now if every one of them is successfully installed, it's going to give you this installation message. So now you can just click on the install plugin again. Yeah, install plugin. Then since we just need to activate them, you can see now that the status here is installed but not activate, installed but not activate. This one that are showing not installed are the one we didn't install. So now let's click on the one we want to activate. 1, 2, we can do it manually. Close this. We can do it manually, but let's just make it up together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So out of 28, we are installing and activating just 9. So now click on the bulk action, then click on activate, then click on apply. So now you're going to see a successful message here. So of Flux Core, all the 9 plugins which we choose have been installed successfully and has been activated. So now this is actually still recommended. The activate button is just for this. You can click on it, but if you have done this is still okay. Click on the activating. So now it's going to activate those that were installed on it, but it's not going to activate those that we didn't install. And if you should just take note of this part, this is where most of the work comes in: the dashboard, post, media page, comment, appearance. So now when we reload our page, you can see now that's installed complete successfully. So when we reload our page, sorry for that, it may be the networking for the software. So reload. So here is the real magic that come behind it. You can see initially these are what we have. We just have the dashboard, there's no flux. We have the post media page, there's no comments, there's no portfolio, there's no contact. The contact is from the contact form, the portfolio is for the portfolio, the comments is for the any stuff you could imagine about it. And so now I think the changes are actually identified. They can be identified now. You can see the used SEO. These are part of the thing which we didn't have initially. So now we've installed our theme and we've installed some plugin. So Elementors come with the, if you do not have the package, if you use the theme, Elementors website builder come with it. So for us to be able to know the plugin in which we install, click on the plugins icon that has just one. Yeah, click on install plugin. Let's wait for it to load. So these are the list of plugin you have, but for those in which I gave the gift, we have the Elementor Pro. What Elementor is going to do is quite different from what Elementor Pro is going to do. You can see that here is telling you that go pro group professional. So now for you to still be on the server side, let's click on enable auto update. So now you can see those that are active, that are installed and activated, are the one that has the blue icon. You can see that the AxMed anti-spam just has only white, and the hello dolly, you can see the rest, they are just in blue. So now let's click on enable auto update. So you can see it's, instead of the enable auto update, it's asking to disable auto updates just because we've enabled it. Just do it for every part of it. Okay, that has been done successfully. So the third part of the class is for us to create a web page features, websites web page features. So just click on the all pages, hold it, open it in a new tab, click on the add new icon to open it in a new tab. So now let's reload our website. You can see there is just a bit change in it. So now here is going to load up our page. Here are all the page in which we've made our home page as the front page. Yes, so things that you can delete here, that you can make as trash, is just the sample page. So click on it, click on the trash, which has the red color. So we've deleted it. So now you can add your new page from here, and you can actually click the page in which you open a new tab. So it isn't loading up, that wasn't loading up good. So click on the add new. Sorry for that. Those are just parts of it when you are using a smartphone for designing your website. So we're clicking on it again. We still have the same. It's not just going to load up where. Okay, you see everything is bringing up. So now let's cut this off. Let's cut it off. So click on this add new. Let it load on that particular page. Stay the same. Also, the page isn't loading up well, so we come back to installing a plugin. Yeah, so we've installed unnecessary plugin that are with the flux. So now we just have to install our own plugin, which is the Elementor Pro. So now let's click on the plugin, click on the add new. So let's wait up for it to load. So now you can just put in anything here. This is the search bar. You can put in any keyword there, so anything in which you think it's necessary or you need to find. But if you can't find any one here, so now for example what we want to put in, we are putting Elementor Pro. So search for it. You can see anytime you just put it on, it's going to search for it automatically. Can you see there's nothing like Elementor Pro here? It's something that you yourself just have to buy, license it, and upload it to your page, but we didn't have it here. So now for us to add it, click on upload plugin. So we choose it from our file, click on the choose file icon, take it from anywhere it belongs to, anywhere you need it from. So now here is the plugin. We have the Elementor Pro, but I'm taking the latest version. There's also one here, the Elementor Pro of 2.39 MB, but I'm taking one of 4.18, so it may take a lot of time for it to load up. So now we've gotten the location, then we have to choose what we want. So click on this. If you have it in your file, if I've given it to you, but if you didn't have it, you can just come to my DM and get yours. So we have to click on upload plugin again. Let's choose the file. So you're taking these. So now click on install now. After it's installed, you are going to activate it. So installation comes before activating. You have to install your SIM card to your phone before you can be able to activate anything you want to do on it. So now it says the link I followed has expired. I have to go back, reload up the page. So if you aren't sure if it is installed or not, if it's installed or not, click on the install plugin. So if it is installed, we are going to check on it. So it's not installed. So now let's click on the add-in again. Click on upload plugin. So choose the file. You have to be fast when you're doing this. Not very fast for you to make mistake, but just be professional fast. So you click on install now. So it's going to take a while for it to install. So now you have to have some bit of fast internet connection. You can see on packaging the package, installing the plugin, and it said the last message, plugin installed successfully. So now let's click on activate plugin. It's going to take us to the plugin page. Now it has been installed. You can see we now have the Elementor Pro, and now this is not showing us GoPro again. So for everything to be on the right side, we are still on the desktop site. So you can just give it an auto update, but just because you were the one that uploaded it might not bring up the auto update. So now we've installed our plugin, so it's remain the page correction. The heart near, they should load comfortable now. It's now loading up, so we have to give this up to the next class. So much video is going to come up, so if you can just do this for your website, you're going to see the way your website is going to be. So now let's visit the website and see how it is. So things in life to take process. So now as we can see it over here, this is our WordPress title that we have, the WordPress design bootcamp. WordPress at best, that's the tagline. There's no menu now, so this is what we have in the footer. So we can edit some part of it, but now we just have to create our page first before doing any other thing. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and everything necessary for you. So we get back on this by next